Well, hello, you guys. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? Apparently, there is a fight tonight. McGregor versus Poirier, the trilogy. Oh my goodness gracious. I thought McGregor retired. Okay, I know nothing about UFC, but how is everyone doing today? See, I'm alive and well. California's open backed up. So I've been going out just a tad. I've not forgotten you guys, trust me. I've not forgotten you guys, but I've been going out. So there's been so much sport to watch. McGregor. Okay, I thought he's Irish. That's all I know, and I thought he retired. But anyways, how's everyone doing? How is everyone doing now that I got you guys all hungry for pancake? Those are the most funniest pancake Pokemon that there is, and I know there's channels very basically just does nothing but pancake art. Hey, Clippers and Seven. Now there's the trail that we're gonna go. Hey, Scott, Anna, too busy partying. Not at all. Not at all. Busy learning how to cook pancake. All right, you guys. No other further introduction. I'm so excited today for Dr. Pancake. Yep, that's what we're going to call him, Dr. Pancake, but most of you guys know him as Pancake Analytics. There you go. I'm going to add him to the stream. How are you doing? Get full screen now.
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Let me turn up the volume just a little bit, having a little bit of a hard time hearing ya. There you go. Let me go. Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So I have 10 plus years in data science. So what does that actually mean? What do I do? What I've been doing for over a decade of my life is analyzing credit card data and forcing you to spend more money. If you get any emails that tell you like, hey, we miss you on, just pick a card that you have or a brand that you're familiar with. Some of the brands I work with go all the way from AMC to William & Sonoma to Verizon. So that's what I do. I've been doing that for 10 plus years, but recently, well, not recently, it's been probably 3 years now, I decided that I really love Comic-Cons and I want to give back to that community. I have a skill set, so let's analyze everything that I love at Comic-Cons. And Pokemon's number one on that list, Marvel a close second, but huge geek in all forms. So hopefully any of my followers watching this or follow your page, I've helped you out a little bit already if you come across
Yes. Oh, yes, we're definitely going to mention all of that. But I start off my channel. Every guest answer almost the same question. Pick a starter, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle.
Oh man, do I have to pick the one I started with, or now that I have more knowledge? Yes, I picked the one that actually has the worst typing in that game. So Charmander.
Gotcha. Favorite first gen Pokemon?
Oh, favorite first gen Eevee.
Hmm. Oh, okay. That's good. That's actually not bad at all. Not bad at all.
World of
Um,
possibilities, right?
yeah. How long have you been collecting?
Yeah. So I'm gonna age myself, but so started collecting Pokemon when it was Team Rocket. But before that, I collected Marvel and sports. So that's when I really started collecting. Was around like, hey, the time Kobe was a rookie, Iverson was a rookie. Then got into Marvel and then Pokemon through Team Rocket. And then, as everyone's story is, you grow up a little bit and then you wish you would have never stopped collecting. And I came back in 2015. I believe like the set that got me back into at least Pokemon TCG was Evolutions. And then I
Oh,
kind
you're
of worked
welcome. Yep.
backwards from there
You
to
went into
catch
that
up.
phase. Welcome back. Welcome back. Favorite meme. You know this. You are the meme king. You got I want to know favorite meme.
Favorite image for a meme or just favorite meme?
You know, that's both. Both. I think I have a clue what your favorite meme is, but I could be wrong, but I want to know. I think you like the Drake meme a lot. Am I wrong?
I mean, that's a good meme. It's got lots of possibilities. I also like, there's another, it's kind of in the same flow of that, but it's from SpongeBob. Like, oh, when he's nice and shaking your hand, and then he gets to be this big bulk. Uh, Kind of like when I use memes, and I actually
Mm-hmm.
got this from, this was feedback, advice from a vice president at my company. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me like, hey, when we were getting coffee, just like, if you want to get a point across, just make a meme. They'll listen to you. If you actually try saying it, they're not going to follow. So I feel like the
Yeah.
Drake meme, any
Uh,
meme that you can go like, okay, here's the beginning of my story, all the way to the bottom, right? The Drake meme works a lot well. It's like, oh, here's the common sense thing you should be doing. But
uh-huh.
this is really what I'm going to do.
That is so funny. That
Yeah.
I love all of your memes. I know you use a lot of Marvel memes, and but I realize you actually tailor to the memes. So I check out this one with the SpongeBob since you mentioned.
Yeah. I like using the Marvel memes.
Uh-huh.
Disney has a lot of memeable photos too.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
And
What other trading?
actually,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
when I started making the memes, I wasn't giving myself credit. It was actually Geeked Out Collecting who reached out to me. So Jess, and I was
Yes,
like, "Oh, hey, are you making these yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "You should probably put your tag in it." It's like,
yes.
"Oh,
I
okay."
agree. Your watermark. I agree. I agree. What other trading cards that you play or collect?
Yeah. So, I just got into Marvel versus System. So
Hmm.
it's unfortunately, man, I don't play it, but I collect it. And what's weird about that is, so it went through similar path to Pokemon, first edition boxes, then unlimited. It starts out with like the origins of all the Marvel characters and builds the story that way. But what's going on weird now is like Upper Deck only produces themed sets. So like you can't get a booster box, but you can get a themed set to like Thor Ragnarok. And it's not like random selection in there. It is just, hey, here's the deck. So kind of have slowed down there, but I collect
Uh-huh.
that one. Other trading cards, like Marvel is at the top of it. I do have Simpsons. I started doing
Oh
that.
yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Disney. I haven't really shared my Disney collection yet because I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like a crazy person when I start collecting it, but my daughter loves Disney. So we're like, I think we're an hour and a half away from Disney. So we're always at the parks every week. I know it's a lot, but we get annual passes. So I'm not spending that much money. I swear I spend more money on cards. I thought it'd be cool to get her, like, okay, eventually when she's older, maybe some Gem Mint 10s of every princess.
Hmm.
So I've been building that up as well. But I
Gotcha.
did when I was a kid collected. It was Impel Disney 1990
Hmm.
as a kid, and then I thought like, okay, let me get this for my daughter too. This will be fun. I found a box for like $20 on eBay, and then we were opening up a pack a day together. And then I was like, okay, this is fun. Let me see if I can get her another box. Like they skyrocketed out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa,
Oh,
what's going on with Disney? And it's like, okay, everyone was looking for the next Pokemon. It's like glad I got her a fun gift when it was $20. But yeah, so
nice.
Pokemon, Marvel, Disney. That's in my wheelhouse right now. Simpsons is that the first set. It's like top stickers, I believe. And then I've also
Yeah.
opened up Donkey Kong packs, and I want to say it's a Super Nintendo scratch off game packs, and they also have stickers. So anything I really like, because right at the end of the day, if these aren't worth anything in 20 years, like hopefully you liked it.
Without saying much, you either live in Anaheim or you live in Florida. So California or Florida. Without saying much, you don't have to disclose. I think
Ooh.
we've narrowed it down
I
with
think I think everyone can know about like the most conventions I actually present at. So it's Florida.
Florida. And you are using a PlayStation 4 headphones. Am I right? I used to play. I
Yeah,
used to play. Yeah.
I still have the PS4, still play it.
Yeah, it's not
We
a bad
haven't been
system
able
at
to
all.
snag a PS5 yet.
You can wait for that. I think it'll cool down after Christmas. Maybe a little bit. Maybe not. Who knows? What Pokemon do you think will be really good at making pancakes?
Oh man, like who's gonna? I mean, I'd probably say Alakazam.
You think so?
I
Not
would
much.
think.
Not Machamp has like 8 arms.
I
Oh
think
wait, 6 arms.
Alakazam. I I mean, I don't know. I don't want to insult Pokemon's intelligence, but I think he could probably follow a recipe.
I'm sorry, 4 arms for Machamp. I apologize for that. That's all right, you guys. I'm gonna head back on. I'm gonna head back. And where are you guys? There I am. There I am. Let me close this banner. Before we go into any other further, I do want to thank Jessica from Geeked Out Collecting for actually hooking us up. So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. And let me go here. Uh, and I will be on her broadcast actually next Saturday. So you guys want to check it out? Let me know. And another thing is, I'm sorry, actually, not we, Dr. Pancake is actually giving out. Let me share my screen. And if you guys got to check out his Instagram, it is hilarious. I love it. And actually, it's true. I do get the point across. So this is his Instagram, and he is giving out, yes, you guys, a PSA 10. PSA 10. There you go, right here.
Yeah.
Evie. Evie, you got to go to it is pancake analytics underscore pancake underscore analytics. Follow the directions, and it's going to be a giveaway. Make sure to follow all the 4 steps. This is in addition to what I'm going to give away as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Pancake. I really appreciate all the shout out and the love that you have given and continue to give. So
Yeah,
really
as you were
excited. There,
scrolling
there
through
it
my
is.
page, I was just like, wow, I post way too much for my liking. But
No, you
it's
don't.
like a
I don't
meme a
think you
day.
post enough. I don't think you post enough. And this is the one that I was talking about, and I messaged you. Where is it? Where is that diamond? Oh my god, this one is the best one. This this is it. This is it. This is so
So this
relatable to a lot of people. That is very relatable to a lot of people. And
So really interesting about that
mhm,
is I
mhm.
lost a follower about it and they let me know about it. They called that like they said something along the likes of like glad your insensitive memes make you laugh. And I was like, what? So they took
Mhm.
personal offense to the bottom left.
Which one? Oh, the claim sell to pay unexpected bills.
Yeah. Went
Oh,
off about how many unexpected bills they do have and I was like,
oh.
okay, I'm sorry, like I didn't actually know that and wasn't targeted towards you and next time, I'll try to be more cautious with a meme.
Well, to
That is
be
supposed to
honest with
make
you,
people
I
laugh.
mean, it's No comment on that. No comment
Yeah,
on that. It's
here's like one of the points when I was talking about earlier,
mhm,
where it's like, okay,
mhm.
if you want to get a message across, do it in a meme. Was the advice I got,
The
and the
thing is
point,
that, well, the thing is that people don't like to hear what you right. People don't like to hear what they need to hear sometimes, right? And that's the thing. Okay,
and it's
now
also
that's the thing. And you do you do what you do, and I know exactly what you mean. Like, hey, do you miss me? Come back. I know exactly what you mean by that, but
yeah,
yeah, it's the truth, right? It's the truth, and we'll talk about this a little bit later on in the Diamond and Pearl. But I'm gonna stop back here. I'm gonna hop back on. There we go. Oh, let me do a quick shout out. Hey, there's my mod. There's Scott, Florida, easily. Dima, Scott, SRR, Swami, Rahim, Fern, Hefe, Hailey, and there you go. Ooh, there's a fight. So I'm really excited. I don't really watch a lot of USC. What is it, UFC? But I think it's a little bit too bloody for me.
I
But
mean,
anyways,
McGregor, right?
and yeah, I
Yeah,
do. He's
yeah, everyone knows
Irish, and
Connor. Yeah,
that's all I pretty know. That's all I know. And I think he does commercials for like a whiskey. Is it a whiskey?
yeah.
I don't know. It's a whiskey. Uh, no problem, SR. So a little bit about that. I mean, I it does suck to lose a follower, but I think that um, sometimes people don't like to hear what they need to hear. Hopefully, that makes sense what I just said, right?
Oh no, that makes a
Even
lot of
though you
sense.
speak the truth, it's like that's why there's a difference between the hype channel and the channel that sits there. Okay, you're probably not going to be as rich as that what someone else is telling you. They don't hear it like this channel, right? They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They're just like, well, people don't want to hear
I,
that they're
I
losing
wear
money.
it
How
like a
about that?
badge of honor.
You
But it wasn't it
continue.
wasn't a it wasn't a block. It was just an unfollow, which was interesting.
Oh, yeah. Don't. I wouldn't even worry
My
about that.
favorite is when I get blocked when I
Why?
challenge other analytics feeds.
Hmm.
That's always my favorite. When people are doing a percent differences, how it applies to us is when they're
Hmm.
taking, hey, what was the last sold item? And
Hmm.
then do it a week later, and it's like, oh, now it dropped 30%. The sky
Uh
is
huh.
falling. Or if
Hmm.
it's went up, it's like, oh my goodness, push all your graded cards of this right now. It's like it's just bad analytics.
Okay, so I'm interested. Let's get things started.
Yeah.
People are starting to get on. I want to get things started. Dustin's going to win tonight. McGregor got knocked out last time, didn't he? Or he lost? He lost. I'm almost positive because my roommate ran around crazy. I'm like, oh, I can't believe he lost. That's
Well,
all I know.
did he tap out? Because he doesn't think
Did he
tapping is
tapped out or
losing.
something? If I
He
remember,
thinks
I think he
tapping is not
lost.
losing.
Oh, really? He
He only
lost
counts
last time.
knockouts.
Oh, I'm almost positive he lost last time because my roommate loves all these sports stuff. I just want to tell you, I just want you to tell me how rich I'm going to get. Thank you, please. That's exactly the mentality of a lot of people. Just tell me what to buy, how rich I'm going to get. That's it. That's it. McGregor was knocked out. Okay, right. There you go. So I wasn't wrong all about that. Let's get this going. First, I want to know why pancakes? Very curious.
Okay, so it's rooted in Comic Cons, um, especially comic books. I mean, even think of the Pokemon anime, Great Pancake Race. Let's see, in Marvel Comics, there's two instances I really love. There's a panel where Deadpool's making like 1,000 pancakes. It's like, oh, I love the smell of pancakes in the morning. Black Widow and Winter Soldier bet breakfast on who could catch whatever villain first, and Winter Soldier won, and he said, "Oh, make me pancakes." So that's where it comes from. Like, but I do eat a lot of pancakes.
The pancake race. Wow, it actually does. Wow. Oh, so they just basically run with a pancake in a pan? That's it?
That's about it. Also, and then if you
Wow.
search, I think it happened in Sun and Moon. There's the
Uh-huh.
Great Pancake Race. It'll be a Raichu versus Pikachu. Gives you some good meme
There you
photos.
go. That's it. That is it. Right?
I think Ash also threw down some pancakes in the first series too. So
Gotcha. That's very
Pancakes are
unique.
everywhere,
That's very
and if you like
unique.
waffles, you really like
Mhm.
pancakes. They're just pancakes
Sometimes,
with abs.
sometimes we have a great IHOP here. No, wait, we have the Pancake House here, and it's always packed. So we just go to IHOP, and you know, to be honest with you, I don't know the difference, but apparently
So
some
one
pancake
time at a
places are much
panel,
better. Uh
so at
huh.
my panels at Comic-Con, I always give away like, hey, free cards that I think people would like in their collection if they participate, volunteer, Q&A. And one time I also threw in gift cards to IHOP. And I had to take like 10 minutes to explain why because people were so confused. I was like, look, if
So
I was your age at a
confusing.
Comic-Con, I'd be thankful somebody gave me a free meal. And
Why IHOP? They're like, what? What's so
yeah,
confusing? That's so confusing. So let's start to it. I'm really excited. Okay. So based on your post, if you guys, I'm gonna share his Instagram one more time because that's what I use for the sentence and the introduction, because this is what people want to know. And I think this is the post right here. For those wanting more, then buy the dip or bubble talk, stick to my feed. Using data available, you have access as well thanks to eBay Terapeak, if I pronounce it right. I'll be able to forecast, predict, and use data science to accurately identify future dips, market performance, and develop algorithm which evaluate individual card prices. So let's talk about this. I want to know because I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people are here to join. They just want to know, when is the dip? When is it happening? Is it gonna even go further than that? When is it gonna go backed up? Because when I talk to my audience, I just go based on my experience, right? I don't even know if I tell them this is what usually happens. It goes up and then it goes down and it stays down for a little bit. And then once in a while there's a spike. So I do want for you to just, and there's a screen share if you want to talk
yep.
about it. The show is definitely all yours. I'm here to listen, I'm here to learn, and so is the audience.
All right. That's a good transition because I did tell everyone when I saw the next dip coming. And I begged people to go ahead and buy. Buy if you could. So the reason being there is, so here is an example of just why everyone started getting into trading. Trading cards is, hey, Forbes actually called this out. I think it was in 2018. So they noticed like, hey, trading cards is beating the stock market. You should probably put your money in trading cards. They did some stats on, and always, right, like hindsight's 2020. It's like, oh, if
Yes.
you would have put the same money you put on stocks, you put it into trading cards, it would have been like tenfold, is what they said. It's like, okay, everyone also talks about, hey, if you could time travel, you'd buy a bunch of base first edition boxes. And
Yeah, that's very true.
no one's
Yeah.
going to do that.
Mhm. No, no.
Right. So here's the point is that, hey, you have all this data out there. It's through eBay, through Terapeak. Let me explain that a little bit more. Terapeak, if you sell on eBay, you get Terapeak for free now. And you can just search in and it'll give you a full year of sales. I like to look at anything for predictions to be monthly. I don't like to look at the daily dips or the daily peaks, daily sales, just because you won't capture enough to actually do anything actionable from it. So on the screen here is, I chose base set, first edition, non-hollow sales, just as an example to show you that, hey, vintage is always going to be pretty safe, right? Because it's no
Yeah.
longer in print.
Hmm.
Um, we've talked about this privately, but you know how I feel about vintage box breaks.
Oh, I do. Trust me. And the audience know how I feel about it. We will go into details about that. And I think we'll definitely talk about this. But
But the flip side of the coin, right, is that
mhm,
a reason why vintage is safer. It's out of print
mhm,
and people are opening it for cloud.
mhm, mhm,
So if you have your data monthly,
mhm,
you can do one of my favorite prediction methods. It's called a Holtz Winters. So
mhm.
it really focuses on seasonality, trends. For anyone else who might be in analytics who's watching the feed, it's also known as triple exponential smoothing. So what it's going to do is take into account recency, seasonality, and smooth out all of your peaks. So all of those outliers when you pretty much every PWCC sale or all the shill bidding, it really puts a focus on like, okay, what are the majority of your sales that are happening? So this is usually the part of my panels where, oh man, everybody starts to fall asleep. And then I tell them, like, okay, here's what it actually
Okay.
means. So you
Okay.
see this gray line over here. That's where we're
Mm-hmm.
predicting the dips. The orange
Do you
line is the
mind
actual
to zoom in
forecast.
just a tad in?
Yeah,
Just can you zoom in the page just a tad? Because I want to read what is going on. Ooh, okay. All right. I think that's hopefully a little bit better for both of you guys as well, too.
yeah. So the reason why I'm building this forecast on data that's already happened and testing it is so that you don't run into bias error, right? So whenever other pages are just talking about what's happening now or what happened yesterday, that's what we call bias error. It's you shouldn't be predicting just as if everything's good to go. So where you see the blue line is the actuals, here's the actual forecast. It's called training. That orange line is in some cases right on the money. You can see what we all like to call the Logan Paul effect. But looking at this view, right, you already see it growing 2017. You can see some seasonality. So that's where I already know that, hey, this is probably going to be accurate. So still, we're trying to get to the point of like, okay, what do you do? What does this all mean? This is where I started to get into disagreements with people because this is what I really feel is that the boom not going to last. I did this, I want to say in December, right? So this is when everybody really thought it was to the moon with everything.
That's
Just
true.
keep buying. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
grade
Mm-hmm.
anything that says first edition. Do grade unlimited as well. Just integrate it, push it, sell it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't
Open
just
all
do
the packs. Mm-hmm.
PSA, do CGC. Just get it out there. Right? So this is the output of the forecast, and it's just letting you know, hey, it's still healthy. It's not
Okay.
going to make you a millionaire. You're going to probably see a 6% growth over 2 years, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you'll hear other channels, they talk about K curves, and
Mm-hmm.
this gets wrapped up within that
Mm-hmm.
6%, right? So it's not
Mm-hmm.
saying like, okay, take a flat line, 6% over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this first edition Jigglypuff is going to be the same as a first edition Charizard, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just Pokemon as a whole. You'll see 6% increase, which
Gotcha.
if Connor's in the chat, rock Pokemon, hopefully that's a good investment. But
So
I go
you're
to him.
saying this is Pokemon as a whole, and you're not particular talking about vintage cards at
Nope.
all, or
This is just
just
the whole industry as
oh
a whole.
ho. Okay, you
And
see a
I,
6% increase. Okay, sell growth increase. I apologize.
yep.
Growth.
And so I do it.
Can you talk a little bit on growth, or you talk about more of people, the sales, people coming in, or just in
Yeah.
general?
So it is the sold price, the average sold price.
Okay.
So you can also apply it per set, which I've done on this slide, right? So this
Mm-hmm.
might give more detail into that growth
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to show that, hey, here's like a good visualization that's not the K curve, where it
Mm-hmm.
shows you that, okay, I predict that, hey, Jungle First Edition Hollows, if you treat that as a whole set, you'll
Mm-hmm.
see 2.6x in growth
Mm-hmm.
value over the
Mm-hmm.
next 2 years. Gym Heroes Unlimited, 1.5. Neo Genesis First Edition, 2.8. And you're really already starting to see that growth. And thank you, vintage box breakers, for thinking Jungle is something you should just keep ripping open. Neo Genesis, you're starting to see that jump too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I remember, it was months where people could not even sell. their first edition Lugias.
Oh yeah.
They're having hard because they already had it priced
Mm-hmm.
like past this prediction, what they
Mm-hmm.
felt like, oh, it should be valued at. Now they're flying off the shelves at that price. But all the data's out there. Trust the data. Don't
Mm-hmm.
trust somebody on YouTube who's telling you like, oh, buy all of this because guess what? I'm selling you box break.
That does happen a lot.
Yeah.
Very frequently, actually. Okay.
Right. So then these are all my stories. I call them data stories or stacks of stacks.
Okay.
I try to give like, hey, recommendations on what I would buy. Out of these three, I would go Gym Heroes Unlimited. And I know that kind of seems weird, like why are you recommending an unlimited set? But I just think like the price point and your buying power where you're coming into play, you know, no one can buy the entire set of Jungle First Edition Hollows, right? If you're starting off as a collector, I try to put you in those shoes. Like I try to go back to like, okay, when I started back in 2015 and I was just buying a booster box with every paycheck, just slowly getting back into it. I wouldn't, put all my funds towards anything at this point. You'd be surprised, like, hey, if you're steady,
Mm-hmm.
you'll wait, right? Don't get FOMO.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So fear of missing out. But the data's there. Also, man, if you trend this over time, you're going to see there's going to be dips even more that are coming, and then there'll be a valley. So I wouldn't be too worried. Like if anyone keeps telling you dip, 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 dip,
Mm-hmm.
the data does not say dip, 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 dip.
So
What
the
it
data
shows
says
me
is
is like
actually going.
you get a rise
Uh-huh.
back in May,
Uh-huh.
and you get a
Mm-hmm.
rise in November,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes, hey, happy accidents happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when
Mm-hmm.
did Logan Paul come out as a Pokemon collector? In
Mm-hmm.
October. So all of that trickled into November.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when does Pokemon usually announce their main series games are coming out? Every November, it seems like. So there are like market influencers that are even outside the trading card game that you should
Gotcha.
take into account. So that's why I really do like
Mm-hmm.
anything that's Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge. I also like Cosmic Eclipse. There's a few cards in Hidden Fates that I love that I actually have in
Mm-hmm.
my collection just for the personal collection. And it
Mm-hmm.
was just like, okay, something cool I noticed in the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Arbok and Weezing will have Jesse and James in the artwork. So I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
man, that is probably as close as you're going to get to here's Jesse's Arbok,
Mm-hmm.
here's James Weezing. So I thought that was kind of cool and trying to go with like, okay, what do I have emotional attachment to? When eventually, hey, maybe I'm wrong and it's not financial gains, but cool for my collection.
Gotcha. I
That's
do
all.
have a couple of questions to ask you, but I'm gonna let you finish everything. And the audience, if they have any questions,
You got
please
to
let us know
jump
as
in
well.
because I'm used to having like,
Oh,
they
well,
give me
I
45 minutes of rambling straight at Comic Con stuff.
oh no,
So you got to
that's what
jump
I
in.
meant to do. I for you to ramble, and then that's when it's like Comic Con, right? You talk, and then we're here to have the panel and be like, so here are the questions. But go ahead, the floor is yours.
Yeah. So when we think about outside market factors and other data that you can gather to make like an educated decision on if you want to treat this as investments or if you're trying to find, hey, just what's going to be the next best hit, survey data is fun to play with. I don't know if anyone remembers. What was it? Japan, yeah, Japan did a Google poll, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
your top favorite
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon, and usually Charizard wins it each year, and Greninja won it one year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when it got me thinking, like, okay, if I put that into a model, so what I'm going to talk about now is called logistic regression.
Okay.
Um, you've interacted with that model more than you think.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Netflix subscription, it's recommending you awful follow-ups.
Uh-huh.
Because what it bases it off of is it thinks there are users like you, and it's okay, they've watched this, so recommend that. What I use that survey data for is I pair it up with card sales, also how many sets they're in, what variations. So we're talking full arts, GXs, is Charizard in a set, and then also I throw in their main series data, which you can grab off of GitHub if anyone's trying to look for data sets I play with. Kaggle. Anyone reaches out to me on Instagram, I can always share it if you want to do your own fun analysis that you're not just limited to sales data. But the point there is trying to quantify what everyone talks about, like, oh, there's a lot of nostalgia going on, and like, oh, like people really love uh, Umbreon so much. That's why Umbreon cards go up. Well, you can get the data on it through survey, how they play in the game. So you can find like, okay, what's the next Umbreon? Like, okay, so according to all the data I have, it should be Glaceon. Okay, I like Glaceon. I like the evolutions. If it's not worth anything, hey, I'll hold on to it. I've also used that method, that approach for actually improving or giving other suggestions to people who play the main series game, where I have a model, an algorithm. You could give me your favorite 6 to play with, and I can throw it in my algorithm and shoot you out the 6 you should be using. So kind of fun applications like that. So you could actually give me like, oh, okay, this is my personal collection. And we can shoot out like, okay, if you like these cards, you should probably complement them with these. So I actually lost your audio feed. I don't know if you're on mute.
I apologize. I mute myself. I mute myself. So just to summarize, and I apologize if I misunderstood, that you predict that there is a 6% overall growth in Pokemon, as in people that come in that comes in to either play Pokemon. I'm sorry, the Pokemon franchise, right?
Yeah.
Gaming, trading cards, a 6% growth overall. That's really good. Good. So Pokemon's not going to die anytime soon. That's really
No, I
good
won't.
prediction.
Like any you look
Mhm.
it up, just Google it, top
Mhm.
brands, it's
Yeah,
on
it's
top.
Pokemon.
I forgot when
Okay.
it passed Mario. Pikachu is like the
Hmm.
most recognized
Hmm.
character globally. But
Hmm. Of
that's
course.
also a good search. Like, hey, if you want to diversify and get out of Pokemon, I don't know
Gotcha.
why you would, but
Hmm.
you can see the other
Gotcha.
brands up there.
Gotcha.
Harry Potter.
And mhm. And it's like you said this course, there's a dip, it goes up, it goes down. It's like waves, right? So I
Yeah.
got right
Well,
exactly what you said.
what's
So
great, like
mhm,
seasonality, though, if you
mhm,
see the dips happening every month,
mhm.
you can predict and forecast. So dips aren't bad.
No.
Dips just let you know, like, okay, hold on, wait, like actually collect.
Well, that's a lot of the things that the people that made the most money is that they know when to buy, right? And they know when to sell. And I've learned this just talking to people that make the most money. Well, of course, they have their fundamentals, right? They always buy low and they sell high. But based on what I don't know if you noticed this, I had to share on my Facebook. But this is what I've noticed. It's what's happening right now, and I want to share my screen real quick. It was a joke that I thought it was so funny. Let me go here, and this is what's happening right now. Buy high, sell low, buy high. I don't know if you noticed that as well, or is it just me? The little trend that's happening. Well, for
Yeah.
people that don't know what to do. Okay, so is it a dip right now that you're seeing right now, or is it go any further? Are we in the dip, as in starting to die down? Because I do see that, but I
So
want to
your
know,
dip,
is there Mhm.
so right before November, you'll see a little bit of a dip, but it's not going to be lower than what you saw before May. Right?
So
Everything's
we
still going on an upward trend. It's just there's probably some really good panic buys you can get out there.
Okay. So should people buy now? Is that
Should
what
they
you're
buy right now? Well, I would wait a
correct?
couple of months. Yeah, I would
That's
try
what
to come back in October and buy.
That's so funny because I told them almost the exact same thing, and I just gave that prediction as in why. But wait, hold on. I do have a question. Actually, no, I didn't. I gave a different one. Okay, so I do want to ask you. So right now, do you think we're heading towards a bigger dip? Are we even in a dip right now, according to you?
So I'm going to use a meme
Okay.
to
Oh, go
help this.
ahead.
I don't
Go
have
ahead.
anything to share on the screen, but just
Mhm.
it's the one where you see it a lot now, where it's like somebody is like their nose is above water, like oh no, drowning, and then it shows like how shallow the pool actually is, right? Like
No, I
if
don't. I don't know what
like
meme now.
people who are worried about the dips coming, and
Uh huh.
it's like you probably just bought in right now. It's like it's your first time.
Uh
But
huh.
if you would have came in much earlier, you're still up. Your ROI up. So yeah, but I don't think like there's going to be any lower type dips. Like we're talking about like, are you asking like is the floor ending or?
No, no, I'm asking, are we even having, okay. I wouldn't even say, are we, okay, with that little meme, we'll use that. You're saying that the whole body is in the water. Are we,
Yeah, I
I'm
think there's
asking, is it, are we having 2 feet in the water
yeah,
starting?
exactly.
Are we, so we are. Okay, so it's heading there.
Yeah.
It's
So
going
what I
there.
would say
Hmm.
is, and this is just from the analyst side, data science side, is right.
Of course.
Like
Yeah, this is
when
all.
we talk about dips, I
Hmm.
always want to know like what you are year over year and
Hmm.
also versus 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So like
That's true.
that's where I have an issue with what a lot of analysis that's going on right now
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
like, okay, so why is everyone buying to like short sale? Like that's not collecting. Like that is
That's like losing. Well, the thing is that they don't know when to buy, right? They buy when it's really high. They buy into the hype, and then they'll try to flip it a 2, 3 months later when, um, right? So, because a lot of the questions a lot of people do ask, and I apologize, I will go to the comments.
yeah.
Ask is like, when should I buy? So you're saying October, but hold on. What I wanted to know is that Dr. Pancake is that October that they have. I apologize if I'm wrong, but they have the 25th anniversary set coming out, and that's usually, if I remember, generations and evolutions. People come in, and that's when the hype goes up. Why October though? I'm a little bit curious now because I would not touch anything in October.
It depends on what you're gonna buy, right? Like that set is gonna go through the roof. You're gonna see it probably get hit with bots, right? And then people trying to scalp, flip, resell. But I think there's probably items within there that you could steal at a good price. Like what's not on people's radar that you feel confident about, right? Like that's what you should be buying. Like I wouldn't buy anything that has a Charizard in the set.
Oh no, I'm just talking in buying in general.
Yeah, no,
Like
I'm saying like, hey, there
really?
are things you could buy. It's going to be low price, like off of people's radars. Let me try to give like an example of,
Yeah, that
and
that would be great.
so this is going to be a Marvel example, but it's going to happen in October to the Pokemon group. So right
Okay.
now there's a hot set out right now. It's called X-Men Fleer Metal, and it's reintroducing like an old insert from the 90s called Precious Metal Gems. It was there in
Mm-hmm.
sports as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's cards that are only numbered to 10,
Mm-hmm.
so they've only printed 10 of them, different
Mm-hmm.
colors. So everyone is always going to try to grab like the hottest card in that set. You
Mm-hmm.
could actually go to the previous set, what used to be hot, right? And snag it for a really low price. Like right now, like I see price dips on. Oh man, I said don't buy Charizard, but shiny Charizard V is dropping in price. I see that, right?
They
Because
usually do. They
yeah,
usually do. Like the Burning Shadow, the rainbow one, it went up and then it went down and then it went up and then
yeah.
it's down. It fluctuates.
So let's think of so let's say the 25th set, that's going to come out after Evolving Skies, correct?
Correct. Correct.
All right. So now, unless Evolving Skies is one of like the greatest sets of all time, it's like the American Shiny V. We never
Mm-hmm.
get high class packs.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably snag the alternate arts from that set while the 25th anniversary is coming out. Think about like, okay, where are people like directing their attention to? Like, I would not buy anything from Evolving Skies when Evolving Skies actually comes
Yes.
out.
Yes.
But
That,
when they're
that that's true.
distracted,
That's
right?
true
I
because I
mean,
have
think
not touched
about,
anything from Vivid Voltage till now. So
yeah,
I'm like way behind, and that's how I save the most money. I'm very patient. I know that they're gonna print, and okay,
yeah.
that's the
Like when
thing.
Vivid Voltage is a good example.
Mhm.
When that came out,
Yeah.
I actually took advantage of like a short sale situation. So I
Hmm.
gem minted the Rainbow Chonky
Hmm.
Chew
Hmm.
and the Chonky Chew, so the lower version of it. Put them up for auction at the same time. I got 2 grand for it.
Hmm.
Now you can get those much lower at a steal, but it's people with the FOMO, and I was able to pick up the raw cards and put them back in my collection.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Because
So
no one's thinking about Vintage Voltage right now.
okay, because the thing is that I still want to know, and I
Yeah,
apologize if I'm reiterating or just pounding the same question over
yeah,
and over again, because um, if I'm thinking it, I'm sure people are thinking it as well. So let's just say in October, right? Because I remember when Generations came out,
yeah,
everything was hyped. That Charizard was $250. It was $27 a pack. I was the idiot that paid for it, so I definitely remember that. But even now, when I guess we'll call it the Logan Paul effect, right?
yeah,
Everything increased, and including booster boxes that are not that popular, Sim Siege, Faith's Collide, right? That were not that popular. It seems like the seal product went along with it. So, what? How do I know, and how would the audience know? Let's say in October, some set. Okay, I do think the 25th anniversary is going to be all hype, and it's going to be mainly focused on that. I think it's going to be a little bit pricey.
yeah.
So, what's? It seems like everything went up at the same time when Pokemon. Um, it seems like overall Pokemon went up. How would I even know what set to buy? Hopefully that if I convey that question appropriately.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of research you have to do as a collector on your own end.
Hmm.
What I like to do is, what's the website? TCG Player. That's like the site that even just
Yes.
people who play the games use if they're not even like graded collectors or don't do the collecting. Build decks, go to tournament, and you can quickly search and see what is in the set, real searchable, easy. If you're trying to look for buying sealed, right? It'll give you right now what they're going for, top 5 cards you can look at. And you'll see like the raw prices, if they're all above, let's say $20, right? Remember, these are ungraded, could be lightly played, medium played, heavily played. That's like the rule of thumb I would do for looking for a set. And you'll see like the ones as like, hey, a veteran collector knows to stay away from, like TCG Player will help you out with that too. Like, what's one that, oh man, that I bought way too many booster boxes of because I thought it was cool at the time. I was getting back into it. Crimson Invasion. Kind of
It's
embarrassing to
exactly
admit
like
that.
that. So that's the thing is that people don't know. You know what? We're gonna go to the comments real quick. I
Yeah,
apologize. I've noticed they're talking about the fight. You guys, I'm gonna skip to the comments on the fights. I apologize about that. But I would like to know if someone does want to update me. Who? Oh, the fight doesn't start until like 9 p.m. Right? Right there. Right. And usually 9 p.m. Right. So battle styles to the moon, next evolution. Maybe you hold it 10K to be Poke Rich. I also want to know, okay, if how would a set how would you know if a set's going to be popular? How would I know if a set's going to be good to hold? I want to answer. I want to ask that next. Besides Hidden Fates, Greninja, I can't think of any valuable cards of it. I agree.
So I do
I
want to address
absolutely
that
agree.
one right now.
You do.
I love Greninja.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
that's the mindset I want to try to get people out of, right? Okay, yes, you can't think of any valuable cards right now, right? And obviously, that I'm thinking they're talking about the shiny GX, right? Like that could be that's the it card. Try to think of like, okay, what's the one card of every Pokemon I'd like in the PC? But there's going to be a time where kids aren't growing up on Charizard, right? You might look back and be like, oh, I wish I would have bought up a couple of Greninja XY promo hollows at, I think you can get a lot of them, like 10 for, so like at
Mm-hmm.
$1 a card right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just trying to anticipate trends. So
Mm-hmm.
at the same thing, like I wouldn't tell people, oh, buy up all the Greninja GX from Hidden Fates. Like maybe you
But
want to grab a PSA 10, but it's trying to anticipate trends. You have the
mm-hmm.
data that's out there. Follow my feed. I'll call them out as I see it. I
I'm
mean,
actually. Mm-hmm.
I'm confident in survey results. There's a global poll, like he is on top of the list. So it's just value wise, like, hey, he unfortunately is, oh man, I guess XY is considered modern still. He's not vintage yet, but
Yeah, I would consider
he's
because
a cool
there's
character.
yeah, yeah, I would consider that's probably modern or XY. I think Diamond and Pearl
Yeah.
is probably semi vintage. Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
So
and there's
hopefully he'll get
always the
an alt art or a
yeah.
gold.
Well,
Like
he
they're
did
gonna
had
always
a
think that.
break, and he was terrible. Nobody liked the break cards. Do you remember the Greg Ninja break? Remember
Yeah.
that? He had a break, and nobody liked that.
I think
But
people like the Lugia one.
yeah,
That's
some did, some
the
did.
only
But the
one that
break
made it through the
cards
crowd.
overall, the break cards overall was not that
Yeah.
popular for some weird reason. Are there any overlooked EV cards in the English set? Oh, that's a good question.
So this is going to be very weird to say this, but I still think first edition Jungle is overlooked. And I'll share a conversation. So when I was
Uh-huh.
getting a little bit more focus on like, okay, let me start buying up people's collections. So I bought up a couple of collections, graded them, and then somebody reached out to me who had bought one of their collections. He was like, wait a minute, common cards are valuable now? Because people still go by the common for the circle, diamond for uncommon, and the star for the rare. But you could find that, I don't know what condition it's going to be in if you go eBay route or even just flea markets I've been successful at. Like you'd be surprised like how easy it is to get that card.
Oh, really?
And once like you have it graded and people start realizing, oh wow, that's technically the first appearance.
Huh.
So pieces like that. There's also promos. Oh, you're asking
Hmm.
English sets? Yeah. So
Probably.
yeah, I
Probably.
obviously the card I'm giving away I think is overlooked.
I really like that card actually. I
Yeah.
really like that card. You guys, just one more time, let me go pull it up to make sure everybody that if you are joining, let me go here. You got to join, go to Instagram. Please make sure that you do have Instagram. I think this is just purely Instagram. Go to Pancake Analytics, look for that post with my face on it holding a pancake. Follow the rules. It's a PSA 10 shiny Eevee, you guys. So take advantage of that. If I would answer myself. But I love that card actually. Amen to that. Hi Ruben, how are you? Do you think we'll get a dip when a surge of PSA cards come back? I'm thinking a lot will be back in people's hand in a few months. That's a good question. Excellent question. I want to know about this.
I think. Oh man, so you have a lot of other factors going out too, right? Comic Cons are coming back, trade shows are coming back. I'm not sure you'll actually notice a dip on eBay it's just you don't have actual visibility onto like, okay, what's in the backlog for PSA, what's coming out. Like when they're
Mhm.
talking like, oh, millions and millions of cards a day. Um,
Mhm.
Now, if all of a sudden these box breakers are pulling a bunch of Charizards and people are rushing and getting it
Mhm.
sent, like that's the
Mhm.
only thing I'd be concerned about is like all the vintage hollows.
Mhm.
But I think you're going to see course correction, like the what we call in sports
Mhm.
like base rookies that get graded. Like that's probably going to stop, slow down.
Mhm.
Like that's where the dip's going to be. That's when people talk about K curves. But I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, phew, think about everything that's out at CGC.
That's true, and the
Like
people
I'm worried about that.
I think people are having a hard time selling some of the cards. Hey, thanks for the chunky chew. Oh, you got it. Nice. Yay. I just want to say this. I love this show. I love Beavis and Butthead. By the way, YouTube added Beavis and Butthead. What is it? Rule or On the Road to America or America Rules. Free with ads, by the way. I just watched it like 3 days ago. I love Beavis and Butthead, by the way, even though he's could be a little troll, but I could care less because I really like that. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick about all the PSA cards. But you are right. There's a lot of people, and I've noticed this because I notice a little bit more because I hunt on the down low, and I don't really do on eBay. I don't. I do a lot more on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
Burbank, and I see people just trying to sell all these cards. They can't. They can't sell them. And I do think that once a lot of cards do come back from their grading company, we'll be saturated. I do. And it comes to a point where my local card shop is not even setting cards into grade at all. At all. So I got a bunch of these cards. I'll show you guys. Ungraded, like near mint. Oops, they're not selling them, and it's just sitting there at the local card shop, and I'm just buying them raw. So
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just buying them raw. I'm just buying them raw completely. So
well, here's a point I want to
mhm.
make, and it's something that like even myself came to realization. It's a playable TCG game.
Yes,
They put a limit in a deck. You can only have up to four of the same artwork. So there's a lot of this in rotation.
I agree.
But I still
I
feel like,
agree.
hey, there's probably a larger demand for it than what's
I
actually
agree.
there.
I agree. And
Like when I see like the
mhm.
pop reports of, ooh, just think of like modern Charizards, like you're still not close to like, there's more demand who would like that. Yeah, I'd like that in a PSA 10. Now, if I think situations where if Pokemon kept printing the same set, which is never going to happen, and it never stops,
They
then I'd be worried about
they'll
the
probably
rotation of
not
the.
probably gonna print it, but they'll print it for a
Hmm.
while because I think Roaring Skies they printed for a very long time. Evolutions, even though it wasn't offset, but I think they printed for a long time. So, but yeah, so you say October is when people should look for. Okay, I'm very curious. I'm still stuck on October because uh, honestly, I'm not convinced that October is a good month. I'm being honest with you. Because I remember when Pokemon Go launched, and I remember when Generation launched. It was so tough just to buy anything, anything. And I took a long break, and then I came back in. It calmed down, and that's when I started to buy. Um, so okay, but
Well, we'll just have to see come October.
we will. I'm really excited because usually because you're right because there could be other factors as well, and there's a lot of people that could just start to hype their own things, and that's what. And I think I don't know. I just remember with Generation, it was everything was going up, and I remember having an extremely difficult time. So I think with your logic is that basically Generations comes out, people are gonna forget other things. Is that kind of what you're getting onto?
Yeah, that's the general idea. I mean, it's you just have to be focused, be prepared with what you're going
Hmm.
to sell for. I mean, you
Okay.
don't want to wait till they
Hmm.
announce another set.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like, let's say, because live
Hmm.
tournaments aren't actually happening, right? Are they still
No,
doing it online?
no, yeah,
The
yeah,
game?
they will.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder if
Is there
that's actually going
any?
to have a negative effect. I haven't really thought about it that much, but
I think
I should
so.
probably
I
research that.
I think so. I think yeah, I think a lot of people when they start to go out and they'll probably I would say positive, not negative, but I think people are a little bit more positive, and I think it's gonna calm down eventually. Are there any cards that EV on them, that have EV on them that you would not know? No, I'm sorry, that you would not know just by looking at the set list. Ooh, I'm not sure what the question is. Is there any card that have an EV on them that you would not know just by looking at the set list? I'm not too sure, Sean. If you understand what the question is, do you? Because I'm not. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm not too sure what you mean by this.
I think he's challenging my love for Evie.
Oh,
He
it's
wants to
she.
join the
She.
line. He's got
She.
X, X amount of EVs
She.
to pop up.
So let's talk about it because you're very adamant. I love that you speak the truth about Pokemon and people losing money, as this channel does. This channel is very honest, okay? And it's not a hype channel at all. Not a hype channel. Not a hype channel. And, no wonder I don't have a lot of the subscribers. I could care less. I love. It's been 3 months and I'm very happy with progress. Or and I don't stream a lot, so
That's because you're
I
not
don't sit
paying
there.
for
I don't
subscribers.
sit
That's
there. I
why.
don't sit there. I don't sit there and try to stream every day. I lie to my audience and say, I lied to my audience and okay. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I want to be respectful of your time. Give me about a 15-minute warning, and we'll stop with the questions. So let
Yeah,
me know, okay?
yeah.
Okay. Our time frame is just a tad different, so I'm not sure what you mean by the what you just sent me. So I wasn't sure, but anyways, um, so let's talk about it. And you're very adamant about box breakers because you posted a lot about it, and you spot on called it with the diamond and pearl of Portuguese. And I saw it during the box breaks. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what he was talking about. That's exactly what he was talking about. So, how do you know when something's like that's going to happen? Okay, so
Oh, just in all the
mhm,
research that I do for myself. Um,
got it.
well, actually, when it came to
Hmm.
Diamond and Pearl,
Hmm.
who I caught it on somebody else's feed,
Hmm.
and so there were also like an analytics feed or just to sell cards, I guess.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden, like they started doing analytics on Diamond and Pearl. I was like, okay, that seems odd to me. Like I
Hmm.
remember those games, and like, I mean, I like, and I think I'm gonna get this right. I think Turtwig's in that game. I
Hmm.
like Turtwig, but it's just like as people are saying, like, well, there's not really that many expensive Greninja
Hmm.
cards. Like,
Hmm.
hard to think with Diamond and Pearl. Then I did more research on it using
Hmm.
Terapeak and everything
Hmm.
that's out there, and that's how it came across. Like, wait a minute, there's a lot of sold Diamond and Pearl boxes out of nowhere now,
Ooh.
and I was like, oh, well, that's actually pretty cheap. Like, not cheap for the collector. But it's like,
Hmm.
okay, if I was like a streamer trying to be like, oh, this is a marketing cost, and then still
Hmm.
want to do like a big box break, like, all
That's
right,
what they do.
this is
Oh
it.
yeah, that's what I do, and that's what I talk about a lot on the channels because
Yeah.
I want to make sure the audience understand what is really organic demand versus hype demand. Hype demand, as in, I'm selling you this, so therefore buy now. This is how you're gonna make. But I'm like, but that's not really organic demand, right? You got to have that. So, and we talked in private, as in, let's say I paid a pack for. Uh, I'm gonna throw it out for a $500 pack, right? A first edition Neo Genesis. No, I saw one of first edition Neo Genesis for 1100, and it wasn't a bad price. I thought it wasn't a bad price. 1100. and you want to talk, let's talk about how hard is it to get it in a PSA 10 using what you've done in your research, and just, is it cost effective? Is it really investing? A little bit about your thoughts on that.
Yeah, that is spoiler alert for my next analysis that I'm actually, I mean, I shouldn't give myself deadlines. I just do this for fun. But I was hoping to deliver that in June because I'm actually trying to write a book about it, just for be another resource for people collecting Pokemon specifically. But I'm going to use conditional probability. So really, conditional probability is what's the probability of two events happening. So it's like, okay, you open up a pack, and then it's also high quality for PSA 10. Um, I think it would have been smart to do before PSA invested in that AI solution that they have now. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people are going to get rude awakenings when it comes to thinking like, hey, let me buy into this vintage break. They'll announce me on the stream, and then all these are going to be gem and tens.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
they get. Oh
I'm going to
yeah.
make it ten
Oh yeah.
thousand
Oh yeah.
fold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've talked about this a lot. That's what they think that new packs equate to a PSA 10. And I've always talked about it like, oh, let's let you guys know, 15-minute warning, you guys. So I'm going to stop the questions here. I apologize, you guys, but unfortunately, Dr. Pancake could not get a babysitter today. So
Yeah,
we
I got
cut
some
it
short
short.
stacks to take care of.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that's what they do. And I always tell the audience the truth does not sell. The truth does not sell. And the truth does not gain followers sometimes. Exactly what you say. So the truth does not sell. But I got a bunch of these first edition. And I got them for the card shop for 30% off as well. And I want to show you guys what I bought. So all of these, and I was doing in my head, I was like, I bought all of these first edition beautiful near mint or mint condition for even half a price of a pack that I just go out and I got very lucky. So it's pretty hard to get a PSA 10. Uh, oh, promos. Let me go here. I'm not too sure. Raheem promos. Like, are they on another Pokemon's card? I'm not too sure, Rashan. Do you get what
Yeah,
she's trying to
so it,
ask?
it goes back to why the Hidden Fates, the Jesse Zarbach, James is wheezing. So kind of like, hey, trying to identify where Eevee's in the artwork. That is a whole niche of collecting. I haven't like really gone down that yet, but I think like Hidden Fates is the gateway there. So let's use like a modern example. Um, it's an Eevee card, but what confirmed like, okay, Evolving Skies is what we think it's going to be. Rayquaza's in the background. So like the base card of Eevee Heroes has Rayquaza in the background for some reason. So just when you think about that, yeah. So I'm not 100% sure that would be a good play unless you really do love Eevee.
Oh, we have
Right?
an EV
Like
crew here.
there's
Mhm.
I also, man, and this is kind of like it kind of started out as a joke, but then I really started collecting it. Shuckle and Bidoofs.
Oh, I love Bidoof. Oh, look, if I could, I bought the Bidoof pad, the mouse pad. It's wonderful. This is when I do my box breaks whenever, I'm not out. I'm gonna do box breaks. I promise you guys I will do it.
Yeah. So
There
but
you
the point there is like, hey, I've used that for
go. Mhm.
oh, Shuckle's in the background. Let me grab it.
Let me go here. Do you prefer R or Python for data analytics? Ooh. Also, where do you pull your data for price cards? Oh, that's a good question. eBay API, TCG Player. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good. That's a
So I
really
have the
good part.
TCG Player API. I have
Gotcha.
that access to that. So to do that, it's Python. I prefer
Hmm.
for just wrangling data.
That's a good question.
And then I throw everything into R. And it's just because I'm more comfortable with R.
Hmm.
But I do like Python's power of like, okay, I can query a database a little bit easier than R and
Hmm.
prep it good for R.
Okay.
But R, like I've been using R for years. So I
Okay.
also use SAS, but nobody uses SAS. Nobody likes to talk about that.
Okay.
SAS is more of like a reporting tool, but you can do modeling work in that as well. So, but R is
Gotcha.
a good open source. Python will get you a job today if you're looking for that.
So you said you predict a dip in October. When do you predict it's going to go upwards again? What month?
Oh, you'll see it in November.
November,
Yep,
October, right after.
yep. So it's
Wow.
if you graph out your data for going back to 2017, you'll see every May, every November, for some reason, it goes through the roof.
Every May. Okay. All right,
Yep.
you guys hear this. Okay. So May, what is it? I'm sorry, May, and you said May
May
and
and
November.
November. Yeah.
May, November is the month to sell.
So, like November, beyond just like, okay, what announcements they do, I think maybe holiday
Mm-hmm.
gifts, right? Like, you're not, unless you're very lazy like me and
Mm-hmm.
buy Christmas gifts in December.
Oh, yeah, that's
Christmas
true.
Eve,
That's
you get
absolutely true.
great
I thought
deals.
about that as well. Okay, so
Yeah.
May and November.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, May, November. Okay. So now that's good. Now I'm gonna definitely reconsider doing this
But
because
now,
I'm
if everyone adapts this, now you're changing behavior, and there goes our. We created another dip.
that's really really funny. Okay. Okay. All right. I also want to know. Let me double check. What's the Japanese evolution? I'm not Pokesly. What do you mean by that? Okay. So, would you be able to predict if a new booster set that comes out will be actually more profitability than compared to the other, right? Like battle style. Like, I mean, battle style and there's chilling rain. Apparently, it sucks, right? And people are not buying that. I know. Thumbs down. I know it sucks. But
I I
is there data
predicted that
analysis?
through a meme.
No.
I told
Oh,
people
I
stay away
did.
from
Oh,
battle
you
spies and
did.
chill and rain.
You did. Where is it? Where's the? Oh, that's it. This is what you did. But how do you predict that though? Because how I do things, this is just so hilarious. Well, Chill and Rain meets my Crimson Ambition, my Sewer Collection. You're trash. But how do you predict that though? Because and how do you predict that? Because there's YouTube channels out there that says this is a great set, and I realize, okay, what's the motive? Oh, they're selling it, duh. And there's people that's selling $10 a pack for that. So how would you predict? Because something like me, how I just this is just something that I can't really explain. I just look at how much people are buying, how much people are trying to scalp the darn set. Are people actually interested in Pokemon right now? What is going on for me to even predict? I'm like, okay, I'm holding it off. Like, what? So now I want to know what data science will show me.
Yeah. So it goes back to logistic regression, propensity modeling, just what
Mhm.
cards are actually in the set,
Gotcha.
right?
Charizard.
Like I've even
I,
evaluated sets without Charizard,
mhm.
and the only ones I see like, hey, that do a lift,
Okay.
like, but it's nowhere still near like, hey, if you have a Charizard in the set,
Okay.
everything else goes up. Evolutions do really good.
That has Charizard in it.
So sorry, no, evolutions, like not the name of the set, but like let's say like, okay, hey, there's Jolteon in it.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it. I
yeah,
apologize. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
No, that's fine.
evolutions. I got it.
Yeah, and
So,
like the Charizard
Evolving Skies.
factor, right? That's like
Hmm.
scalping or whatever, but it's also people ripping and trying to get one chase card and all of
Exactly.
those. But like battle
Exactly.
styles, so the reason why I wasn't into battle styles from the get go, I knew it,
Hmm.
was it's based off of DLC, so download content
Hmm.
from Sword and Shield, and
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna lose followers over this, but I hated it. I hated it. I hated like the legendary they give you there. It's like some teddy bear that
Uh-huh.
if you go to this tower, it fights like this. But it made you do all these weird side missions like, go stare on a bridge at the moon or the sun and take a photo, and it would start like a cutscene. I was like, this is really annoying. And then when I saw the cards that were coming out in battle styles, like, I am staying away from that. That was like the most boring experience for me. Like, but then I saw, of course, everyone was like pulling their big hits, and it's I can't even, I don't remember its name. It begins with a U, but it's like it's
Or for
Winnie
shoe
the
or something
Winnie
like
the
that,
Pooh
right?
on steroids, and
Oh
it's like,
yeah,
oh, look
yeah.
at that hit, and it's like
I actually just pulled that card, to be honest with
no
you. Where
one's
is that
grown up with
card?
it.
That's true.
If
That
you
is
played the
very,
game, you
very
probably
true.
hated it.
That is really, really true. Where is it? Darn.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyways,
so
I had it. There you go. I did say it. There you go.
there you
Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna do the giveaway. It's really funny that you mentioned it because it is a $20 gift card to IHOP. Okay. So it's a $20 gift card. And he also has his own giveaway to you guys. Make sure to check out Pancake Analytics. Pick a hashtag, please. Pick a hashtag.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Pick a hashtag for
Yeah.
what?
Anything. Just name
For
anything. Just pick a
oh,
hashtag.
bacon.
Oh my god. Did you know I was a vegetarian? I still don't eat pork. I was a vegetarian for 4 years. For 4 years. And hey, there's Connor, a little bit too late, but we're leaving. You guys for okay, we actually we'll talk a little bit more. Do you have 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna do the final
Yeah.
thoughts, or do you have to
Yeah.
go? Okay. Because that's gonna be the hashtag, you guys, because I do want to talk a little bit more, and I'm very very, very interested. Hey, Connor, how are you? I was really jealous of that vacation. It was really, really nice. So, hey, Seem, how are you doing? Um, do you see Pokemon a little bit slowing down right now, or is just me that's wishful thinking? Because I do see it though. I do see Pokemon sitting on the shelf. I go to Target, I go to Walmart. The non-ghetto Walmart has zero Pokemon, but the nice area Walmart has Pokemon back. Do you see it slowing down, or is it just my imagination, or maybe they're just printing more, or people? California recently opened up. Hence, I've been streaming less. I've been going out, you guys. I've been going out. A lot of my friends are. I think I have like 6 weddings this year, and a bunch of baby showers, and a bunch of bachelorette parties. I'm missing out. So, is it slowing down? Do you have data to back that up as well?
Not if I just go off of my local areas, it's not. Um, and it's just weird. So I have a lot of who well, I've already said like, hey, I'm an hour and 30 minutes away from Disney, but like the Clearwater card show is by me. Um, we now do our own TCG convention as well. It's like name a week, like I can't find anything because they're stocking it up for conventions, shows.
Oh,
So
that's why.
it's
Yeah,
just the area I'm in. And then
that's
like,
why.
oh, I see like all the resellers on eBay and they're
Hmm.
just like in the Midwest. And it's like, oh man. Like, I don't know what
Hmm.
type of data science jobs I'd have out in the Midwest, but remote life, I guess, could
Your
work
real
out.
life.
Yeah,
That's
but
really
just where
funny.
I am in, it's
Hmm.
like, oh man, it's like not even worth it.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah, I've noticed it's easier to get it. Right, a booster box has been going down. Let me double check because I did predict. I said chilling rain is going to be 110 or less. Let me double check. Let me double check. And I told them, give it time. Let me go. Yeah.
I mean, it is
101 now. It's 101 on Stock X now. It's going down. It's
it's
going down.
hard.
That's what I told you
It's
guys.
it's
That's
hard
what I
for
told
me
you
to
guys.
justify getting it at that.
Really? Not even at $100?
I mean, it's another based off of DLC where it's just awful. Like I didn't understand what was going on in that part either. Like he's riding
Hmm.
a horse, it's his noble steed, and he's some Pokemon that the village forgot about, and you have to help
Hmm.
everyone remember. So you're just walking around talking, and it's like, oh
Hmm.
my goodness.
This one
So
went up, back
that's
up just a tad bit.
you
Hmm.
know, so
But yeah, okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let because I'm gonna let him go. Time is short, and I'm gonna let Dr. Pancake do his final thoughts. And you guys can always reach him. He's so friendly, by the way, very very friendly. And by the way, what do you think about this pancake? This is excellent. What do you think about that? Go to IHOP and ask them to make that cake.
Is it a rabbit? I don't.
That's Pikachu. I can make something like that. I love to cook. I can make something like that. All right, Dr. Pancake, we're gonna have you for your final thoughts, and then we're gonna do the giveaway.
My final thoughts is question everything you see on Instagram.
I love it.
Question my stuff, and I will have a discussion with you on it. If somebody won't talk to you about it, then you know, like, okay, probably shouldn't get advice from them ever. I will not buy diamond and pearl.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
That's what he meant. No, okay, that's what he meant. The English, not that. Sealed. But it depends. I've noticed when there's box breakers that want to sell something, they do this magically hype, and I'll get like a bunch of people like, should I invest in this? And I'm like, there's always usually there's I question everything. That's what I tell my audience. I question everything. If anybody wants to sell me something, I'll be like, what's going on? What are you pump and dump? What are you trying to do? But that's just me. That's in my nature. That's my career as well. All right, you guys, we are going to do the giveaway. The hashtag is bacon. It's for a $20 IHOP gift card. You have to message me. You have to give me an email. If you are out of state, I'm sorry, out of the country, or you don't have a local that does have an IHOP, I will send you a $20 card that's equivalent. I'm sorry, a card that's equivalent to $20. So let me know. But regardless, is hashtag baking, and we are gonna go from there. Oh yeah, I need to do this. I appreciate it. It was really really fun, and let us know how everything goes. Let me go here. I'm just kind of excited just to get things going again and back to collecting. And I love your memes. Do not be discouraged by someone. Just keep doing. Remember, you guys, hashtag baking if you guys want to do baking. I hop. Fern, do it again, just in case it doesn't go through. Just do regular hashtag baking. Hey Jeff, how are you? So Sleepy Bunny, let me know if you got your card yet. If not, because I sent in postal head Mike, everybody's back on. So I'm really, really excited. Hashtag baking, you guys, David. But I'm really excited. Have fun. Are you nervous talking publicly at all?
No.
No, no, not at all. Yeah, I ramble on too. I ramble. Ask my audience. I ramble, and I do not hold back. I do not hold back. So
I
I
mean,
do not hold back.
Comic Cons, help get me out of the shell. I'm presenting to clients all the time. We're a loyalty marketing firm.
Nice.
So,
Oh, nice.
like AMC is my client, Verizon's my client. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
fly on site to their corporate headquarters and
Mm-hmm.
present data to them, and it's like gets you out of your shell pretty quick.
So I'm just gonna ask a question everybody wants me to ask. Am I gonna get rich investing in Pokemon cards? I'm
No.
hopefully no. I had tears in my eyes. There you go, you guys. Back my data science. Okay, we have a financial attorney, we have a data analyst, data scientist, and we have a CPA that says nope. This channel is definitely popping.
I mean,
People
you
don't
can
want to
make
hear the truth. People definitely, you guys. All right, 11 entries. We're gonna go from here. Who's the winner? Oh, I was I was just talking to a couple of people that do finance, and they're sitting there like, "What are you doing, Jeff? Oh my God, a new winner! First time, you guys." Jeff, you need to message me right away on Facebook or Instagram. I do not wait. I do not wait. I do not make an exception. And then send me don't your address. It depends where you live, okay? It depends where you live. If you If you don't have an IHOP locally, I will send a card that is equivalent to $20, but I do prefer to send a $20 gift card to electronically to you for you to take your family out, and make sure to tell them that you want to order a cute Pokemon pancake. Ta-da!
Better than the other one.
The Gyarados one's pretty cool. The Gyarados is pretty cool. I do have to admit. Where's Jeff? Message me right away. Thanks. I'm so me too. Me too. Where are you in SoCal? Oh my goodness, me too. Like, maybe, oh yeah, do hit the like. Maybe we can go eat IHOP together with me. Like, I need this. And they'll be like, women. It'll be IHOP. Okay, so message me right away, Jeff. I really appreciate that. If you're in SoCal, there's Brookers and Chapman with an IHOP. No, Brookers and Chapman is the Pancake House. Anyways, so I'm not gonna get rich. Well, thank you for ruling my dreams, Dr. Pancake. Thank you for ruling my dreams, my hope, and all of my goals. All of that.
But you
I'm
can make
done.
the hobby pay for itself. Is that better? You can still
No, I
collect
don't
what
even
you
know what
love.
that means. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know. So Pokemon can't pay, so now I'm gonna have to go find a rich husband. Great.
Gary Oak.
Oh my god, I'm a little going crazy right now. I'm so out of it, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go find a rich diamond hands holding for 10 years. I'm gonna go find a rich husband. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, Dr. Pancake. It's always appreciated of you. And you guys heard it. He said, "Nope, you're not gonna get rich off." So holding battle style and shooting rain for 20 years is not gonna make me rich.
Don't do it.
But paying box breakers to open my packs and get a PSA card, am I gonna get rich? Am I gonna get rich?
Don't do it.
So,
I mean, unless these packs are, I don't know, like you're doing $1 million, you already got $1 million
I
to
just
spend.
snorted. I said, I'm not gonna get rich even if I hold it.
I
Okay.
mean, take this for example, right? Like you got a day job, I got a day job. I didn't stop being a data scientist to grade a
I
bunch of
was
break
I
tags.
tell I tell my audience this. I said I work with really high end business investors and all this stuff, and they don't even look at collectibles. They don't. They're like, collectibles? What? They're like buying property, and they're buying stocks and crazy stuff. They're like, collectibles? What is this stuff? They don't even look at it. They look at property and are like, this is it. And I was like, and I was just, if my friend comes up to ask me like, should I put money in Pokemon? I'll be like, no, no, do not. Get out. Maybe 10% of your portfolio, but other than that, you know, property. What's the next evolution set 1K per box? Can I eat cardboard if things go south? No, you can't though, Connor. But you can take all your Pokemon cards and build a house, right? Build a house. All right. Bye, Dr. Pancake. I apologize. It was too
I've
much
been
fun.
great.
Too much fun. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Oh, that was too much fun. Oh my goodness, I had such an amazing time. I apologize, you guys. I know that I said I will stream 3 times. I lied. I lied. I obviously lied. It's just that California is open backed up, and all of my friends are married, pregnant again, married, pregnant, and a bachelorette party. I'm going out. I'm going out. I'm having fun. It's like I'm partying of all the month that sorry, the year that I've missed, and I've been partying. And that's just life, and I find a little bit myself like, oh, um, so I'm just letting you guys know, but I will do box breaks. I order a bunch of things. They're just sitting right here. Order a bunch of things, and we're gonna do box breaks. I ordered about 7,000 worth in 25th anniversary set and evolving skies. So we are gonna do box breaks. I promise you that. It's just that, I've been so busy. And the next week we have Laughing Pikachu. I'm really excited for that. Please do tell your friends. And we are going to support Hana, who's going to come back just to do this. And they're going to have Lewis. And anyways, I'm gonna actually go catch the fight because I'm gonna head to downtown Huntington Beach to watch the fight with a couple of my friends. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later. Nice party life. No, it's not Jew. It's not party life. It's called be. It's like more like adult things, right? Adult things, weddings, bachelorette, baby showers. So it's not really a party life. It's like, your friends are getting older. So your friends are just, So, hey, Bacon, too late now. Send address to Instagram. Great. Perfect. Email. Because you're going to get an email, electronic $20 gift card. Oh, you guys know what? I went out and I bought $1,000 plus collection from a local card shop. I will display all of this, not 1,000, probably 800. And I probably bought $200 stuff of junk. But anyways, I bought a bunch of stuff that I will show you guys, and we will go there. I will stream. I promise you guys, we will. We do Pokemon Jeopardy. It's just that everything is just all crunched together, and it's just life. So all right, I'm gonna make pancake out of battle style web star and broke. All right, you guys, I will take care. I'll see you guys soon. I will definitely uh make a notice or a little thing when I go live, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, good night. Have a wonderful time, and have fun enjoying the fight. Real life comes always first. Oh, next Friday. Next Friday. I'm gonna do my best to promote things. I really suck at promoting things. So next Friday. So I'm really excited. And then we have Lewis, and then I'm gonna be on Geeked Out Collecting. So it's your turn to ask me a question because I don't really talk. The main purpose of bringing guests on is to get their viewpoint. I don't really talk you know, uh, unless it's basically something that I perceive as really incorrect and really misleading, that I will say something. But other than that, it's all their guess and their opinion. But you heard it from tonight. You're not going to get rich on Pokemon cards. Well, bummer. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day. No, night. I'll see you guys soon. And we'll go from there. And we will do box break. I have tons of things sitting there. I just haven't had the time. Bye, guys.